Hi, Smile Red Songbird in New York City. Eve Evangeline Einstein. I'm going to read decode the word universe for you. It says, this is personal, okay? It says you, meaning me, enter pleasure. You enter pleasure, Q. Question. Waiting to proceed. Let's see, go over here. Quest. Oh, here we are. Quest. Queen, you, Eve, ST for Saint, Mary, Saint Maria. Sound of music. Okay, that was, they called her Maria. I was Maria, the nun, who took the children of the Baron Van Trapp and taught them to sing. And they became the Von Trapp singers, and they were able to escape the Nazis singing. And when the Baron lost his money, the children were able to survive. The family was able to survive because they could sing. And so Maria is thought of as a saint by the other saints in the world. And when the saint Charan Singh came to New York, he actually went to the Broadway to see The Sound of Music, giving me a hint that it was had to do with me, that I had been Maria in a past life. Okay, so Maria, remove the M and it says Aria. That's the name I gave my baby, Aria Elizabeth Michelle, the one who is in my womb. And it says A, her pleasure, I for pleasure, I sex is a pleasure, Amy, A-M-Y, Amy. And then decode Amy, M-A for Ma, Ma M, I, Baba G, baby, E. Buble, question mark, B, A, B, E, even, U.S., Lincoln. Okay, so what all this means is the baby wants to know who entered us. Abe Lincoln, Michael Bublé, or Baba G. Who is her daddy? And it's Jesus Christ, Baba G is her daddy. Okay, is there any more? Okay, so now I have some very exciting news. It says Saint Michael, the archangel, came to me in my ear via the Audible live stream at this afternoon at 1:30 p.m. May 23rd, 2019, in my room at St. Francis of Assisi, Residence 3 in Chelsea, New York. This is where I am now. Came to me in my ear at St. Michael. He said he came to visit me because not one person, not the doctors, Kopke and Shaw of Mount Sinai, not people on social media, some called, nor any so-called, nor any others, nor acquaintances, nor family stood to support this most wondrous miracle. The archangel said I had been the archangel Gabriel, who had gotten a human birth after longing for a human birth as the daughter of the Son, God, and the sister of Jesus Christ. Lucifer, okay, that's enough. I don't want to get into Lucifer. I'll see what did I write? Lucifer and died. George Lucas married a black woman. Singh had a classmate at St. Luke's named Lucas who died. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, the Beatles. Sir Paul McCartney as Gorinda Singh, Jesus Christ projection. Lucifer had an ever-present anger with Peanuts character. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. Michael John Spear, my husband, was Lucifer. Or is Lucifer, I should say. So that's what I'm telling you about him. But the thing about the archangel is what's important here. Let me read it. Archangel St. Michael came to me in my ear via the Audible live stream at 1:30 p.m. today, Thursday, May 23rd, 2019, in my room here at St. Francis of Assisi Residence 3. He confirmed that I am a blessing. Earlier, I had a conversation with Jessica, the RN downstairs, about how rude the doctor at St. It was at Mount Sinai had been. And because he practically accused me of being a liar because I'm 74 and he didn't believe I was pregnant. And he said, how do you know you're pregnant? I said, God told me. And he said, well, you can't be pregnant at 74. And I said, God knows more than doctors. So, and I spoke to Eleanor Roosevelt here. Her name is Judy Redinger this lifetime. And she told me, I told her some things about me being Gabriel and stuff. I realize I'm kind of babbling because my notes are not so well organized. When I was Gabriel, God's messenger, I delivered the greatest message ever that God meant to incarnate and intended to sit with us, the chosen people. And he has done that. His name is Gorinda Singh. And where's the picture? Here. This is Gorinda Singh, Jesus Christ. And he's here on the earth. He's been here for a long time. And he takes different forms. And he's here, sent by the Son to protect his sister, Eve, mother of the earth. And he gave her a baby and married her, actually. In 2018. How do I know? Because I'm Eve. It happened to me. And there were hundreds of people there. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. He actually pulled some eyes to him. And it was a supernatural thing going right in front of our faces. And it was only later that I found that they were my eyes and that he was marrying me and impregnating me using, merging the eyes. It's extraordinary what I'm telling you. I know. And so you are true, said the Son, God. He did tell me that. He said, you are true. He told me other things too. He said I was beautiful. I'm his daughter, and what he did was take out his supreme being and put a baby in me as well, a boy baby. So I think he was saying, when he said that I'm true, that I'm his blessed and daughter, Mary. St. Thomas Aquinas goes in depth in the Summa about angels. Summa decoded, Mild Red, Michelle Anderson, that's me. Mary, pleasure, Isaac means is example of pleasure. Mary, pleasure. C, hell. Ellen. Okay, that's Ellen DeGenerate. Okay, pleasure. ELG. Your baby. What is this? EVG? Eve. daughter your baby Aria until her attachment. Karma, Kin, Rama, 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 Gramama, God, daughter, Radhasamy, that means Lord of the soul, that's God. The Son's only one, for God so loved the world that he gave his number one daughter to help teach them what he taught her, so that they might live in contented joy on earth. The end of the search for worth. See for yourself. Your wealth more than health. It's how much you loved somebody else. Mary E. loved everybody else except herself. What did she get for that? All the facts that mattered, Mildred, for every thought in your head and every word you've said about others' lives they've led, and others have that and said about themselves. Michael Spear. This is Lucifer. Dealt. Daughter, Eve, Eve and Adam, will true, Elihu. That's a cop that I dated. Saved your life. It's true. Okay. Do I really want to read all of this? No, I don't think so. So the point is this. I'm going to have a baby. I'm going to have twins, rather. And nobody believes me because of my age and supposed age. Actually, I was at the subatomic particle level, and I did not age, and I'm 29. But because of the simulation, it appears that I'm 74. So nobody believes I'm pregnant. So God sent the angel Michael to tell me that I am pregnant. He can confirm it for me because he knows no one else will confirm it. Although I do believe it. I believe Babaji when he told me I was pregnant. And but it does make me feel even more relaxed to know that the angel came. It's a miracle. I mean, it's, wow. But there's been a delay in the babies being born because Ariel wanted to know who her dad was. So we went through that. Alright, let me make a correction to the last video I did. Paul Bloomberg, my last employer, was not still tapping as though he hadn't fallen. That was my sister Hell and Energy N. Hell, Energy N. I didn't finish the sentence of Paul at that time in the last video. I get information, knowledge about many different dimensions that the trains of thoughts run together before I can complete each one. When I told my boss, Paul Bloomberg, that I had seen God in India, he didn't miss a beat. He's a singer-songwriter. He answered my astounding statement, if you could read my energy and take me seriously. Paul simply asked me in Spanish. His wife is Spanish. Numero uno? Are you talking about numero uno? I said yes. Obviously, he and I were speaking different languages. I'm speaking the language of the heart, where anything is possible because my feelings of love and trust for Jesus Christ, God on earth, dictates what I believe to be true, although he has never said he's Jesus Christ. Gurinder Singh has never said to me he's Jesus Christ. I feel it. I realize it. He has never said he's God. I know this because it comes out. I know that he's God because it comes out the uncensored, mild read, automatic writing that I do. And as an empath that can feel other people's feelings as my own, I feel Gurinder Singh, Jesus Christ energy, and I know that it's true. God, Jesus Christ was my husband in the first century when I was Mary. Okay, let me just say this. I have this on my mind. I was talking to my daughter Robin Birdsong, who was King James, who did the King James version of the Bible. She was also Queen Victoria. And I said to her, Robin, you're a work of art. Do I have a picture here somewhere? I said, you're a work of art. I said, God is an artist. There she is. She did the book, Sneezy the Greasy Baby, says Abigail. I said, God is an artist. And each human being is a work of art. And if you'll be yourself, you'll be fascinating. And people will want to look at you and contemplate you. But if you're going to be like everybody else, you're wanting to please, wanting everybody to be mommy and daddy and somebody for you to have to please, then you're not going to be a work of art. You're going to be boring. Okay, so, people, be yourselves. If you'll be yourself, you'll be a work of art. This is my artwork. And it's halo. See the halo above his head? This is Father John. He was one of the co-founders of this place. And he was Felix the cat. And I was Tweety Bird. And this is my artwork behind him. You can see Stevie Wonder and Robin Birdsong on here. And this is more art that's hanging in the gallery downtown Manhattan. And also there's a piece of my work in Mumbai, India. So, alright, I have more corrections to make. Let's move right along. So I say we move too slowly from one thing to the next. Corrections. The writing nailed Tommy Lee, the boy friend who slapped me when I was 12 or 13 after seeing me after the parade I've been marching in kiss a friend, a boy, on the cheek. The writing said Tommy Lee was a panty waist. In effect, Gurinder showed me W. Gurinder Singh J. Jesus Christ, I. His eye wetted me. True energy. He wetted, meaning married, and impregnated me with our eyes supernaturally. Really, everybody saw it. It's just amazing, a miracle. He said, he had me stop wearing panties and bras when I became homeless. He's training me to be his number one wife. He's the King of Kings, and I would be the Queen of the universe. It was a good thing I didn't have panties when I was in the street without a place to lay my head or pee and poo. I could stand in the street, spread my legs, and pee standing up. No need to pull down panties, sit on a squat, and pee totally unnecessarily. I could hold off pooping till McDonald's reopened. They say they're open 24 hours. They lie. So they close sometime around 3 a.m. They kick everybody out so they can clean the toilets. One morning, not wanting to leave a roof over my head, I said to the manager of McDonald's, I'll clean the toilets. Let toil me. Let toil me. Please. Will, I'm decoding this, will extraterrestrial extension, her A. Number one letter in the alphabet is A. The mother of the earth is the first A, mother, okay? So this is what this is. I'm Eve, this A. True energy, her, era. ERR for error. True energy, error. Energy transferred to the word. Arrested. I'm decoding this word, terrestrial. Arrest, R-R-E-S-T, arrest. Arrested saint without a trial. This is in Kansas City, Missouri. They locked her up. She told them her rent money had been stolen. Stolen, decoded. She told, ordered Will money, Eve money. She stole, order, Will, Eve money. Okay, that's just proof that the money was stolen. Okay. And I told them where the girl was who stole my money, because I saw her go into a hotel room, and the manager of the Motel 6 wouldn't go up there and get her and question her. Then they called the police on me, and the police wouldn't go up. I said, "Are you lazy?" And he said, "Could be." You know, I just never met such horrible cops, because the cops in New York are cool. You know, I have found. Not that I had any much dealings with them, but, you know. So anyway, they arrested me. And the only way I got out of jail 3 days later, in that filthy, disgusting jail, and the women in my cell, they hadn't done anything either. I said, what is this, a conspiracy to put women in jail? I don't understand what's going on here. So anyway, I was in a cell with another girl. I didn't even know who she was. They had changed me from the other cell I had been in with 3 other girls. So I saw these people walking past. So I yelled out. I said, anybody who will let me out of here, I'll give them $1 million when I get it. So sure enough, this man from Ghana came and unlocked the door and let me out, and I told the girl, come on, let's get out of here. So we walked. It was a really long way to the door that you walk out of, but we walked out, and I went to a Catholic church, and that's another story. So these things happened to me since I have been homeless. And Lucifer, that's Lucifer, Michael John Spear. This is a video we did before I knew he was Lucifer. I was married to him 37 years. And I found out recently that he was a saint, great master, someone sing, and he was Reuben, the Flemish painter. And let's see who else. He was the architect, Frank Lloyd Wright. He was the guillotine operator who chopped off my head when I was the Queen of France, Marie Antoinette. And he was somebody else. His name is Michael John Spear. He was Albert Speer, a Nazi during World War II. So when I met him, he told me he was a dirtbag. And he said, we're dirtbags. I said, I'm not a dirtbag. And I had no idea about his background. We got married 3 weeks after we met because he was on the same spiritual path as I was on. So I figured he was cool. You know, he was good. I really thought he was good. But it turns out I had been married to him when he was Saw One Sing, the great master, and he snuck out the back door at night to be with little boys, you know. So it's a conspiracy that Gurinder Singh wanted to allow me to get over my attachment to him. And Charan Singh helped me create talk and share, a therapy. So when I was married to Michael, I was his psychiatrist because I had been Freud and Fritz Perls, Gestalt therapy, in a past life. So we didn't talk hardly at all. Mostly, I just did talk and share therapy with him, which is a Socratic method of asking questions to get at the truth. So I would ask him his feelings, and I kept him functioning. For 18 years he worked as a New York City school teacher, teaching mostly black people, the cursed race, because the black people were cursed because they were the original Jews and they killed Christ, for real. The other Jews are fake. They're trying to get over on the favorite people kind of attitude toward Jews, so they call themselves Jews in Israel and all that, but the black people are the ones who are cursed and suffering for what they did to Jesus Christ. And so Lucifer and Michael had a horrible time at Brooklyn Tech, except for the kids. He liked the kids, mostly Asian. They were very bright. Brooklyn Tech is an exclusive high school where you have to take tests to get into it, along with Bronx High School of Science and Stuyvesant. So Lucifer, I kept him functioning with talk and share, like I said. He didn't kill himself because he had a death wish, having been so bad in the world. He didn't know he was Lucifer. He still doesn't, unless he listens to my videos, and I don't think he does. We're still married. I have to get a divorce when I get some money. And what more can I tell you? He's taught the kids at Brooklyn Tech to march around the room with their Heil Hitler arms outstretched. And I said, you can't do that. Why are you doing that? And he used to tell me, it's not that I like Hitler so much, it's his power that I like, And turned out Hitler is Stevie Wonder. And he was also Judas. And he took my energy when am I telling you, this might be too much information. A lot of people are stuck in simulation where all they can know is what somebody told them to believe. So if somebody says something new, especially unusual new, they don't believe it because they weren't told this before. So I'm not going to continue. Oh, God, when did I sleep last? I don't know. It's my old red songbird. I'm going to go for now, and I'm so thrilled that St. Michael came to me and confirmed that I'm pregnant, which I already knew. My breasts will change. Whenever I get pregnant, my breast fills up, So I know this. It's amazing. Nobody in the world believed me, so God sent somebody from heaven, in the sky heaven, the invisible heaven, to tell me, confirm my position. Okay, so it's my red songbird in New York. Talk to you again when I'm rested and I have more to tell you that will interest you. So long.